The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has recently been eager to project a new image of friendly and open society. The kingdom is currently working to embrace the world by creating tourist attractions and highlighting its fascinating history. Additionally, occasions and festivities like the Noor Riyadh festival demonstrate the kingdom's openness to visitors from around the world and its ability to adapt. Over 100 Saudi and international artists typically contribute more than 120 works to this festival. Additionally, a wide variety of light art, including site-specific installations, enormous public artworks, ephemeral sculptures, art trails, and virtual reality are frequently on show at the festival. So, here are some selections of impressive luxury design pieces you shouldn't miss. 10. Palace of Light by Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson's inclusions on this list should come as no surprise, given that the seasoned artist has built a solid reputation for himself since the late 1960s for his work in dance, music, art, and theater. The award-winning American theater director and visual artist proved himself a match for At to Rive, the historic palace where the Al-Saud rulers first made their home in the 1700s. Now, in partially restored ruins, the sand-colored citadel rises on a hill overlooking the Ad-Diriyah Wadi. For the Palace of Light, a video of crashing waves is projected onto the historical site's walls while the music changes tempo to match the foaming sea. Sierra Cassidy's voice appears on the installation's original music track, which was created by British sound engineer and composer Nick Sagar. An installations of copper sun and the reflective foil on the ground in front of the palace gives the impressions of a silvery magical scene. 9. Earth's Seed by Ayman Zidani. Ayman Zidani is one of the many young artists grappling with the effects of environmental change on the Gulf. He uses naturally occurring forms to envisage a day when people have perhaps learned to appreciate animal and plant species the hard way. The Saudi artist imagines an evolved migratory future in a two-part video that is displayed within the One King Abdulaziz Historical Center's heritage homes. The script was composed in collaborations with poet Widit Kadrawi. 8. The Cupola by Ilya and Emilia Kabakov. Noor Riyadh is modeled after traditional sun and lumiere festivals which were previously widespread in European cities and included magnificent uses of sound and light. In light of this, Ilya and Emilia Kabakov, a Russian couple well known for their elaborate architectural installations, built a cupola that plays magnificent pieces of classical music like Handel's Sarabande. Slowly shifting from purples and blues to reds and pinks, the cupola's panels are bordered with rich black to mimic stained glass windows. There is room in front for tourists to fully see the cupola, which is located in the Morava Public Square. 7. The Ones of the Unknown by Dana Awartan. Female poets from the pre-Islamic era until the 12th centuries are represented in the poetry lines that Saudi artist Dana Awartani projects. The phrases are sewn into hazy silk sheets that are lightened from the side, making the words appear to float like ghosts from a past era. Piece is an extension of Awartani's 2018 massive sound installations in which the whispers of these poems whirled around silk fabrics that mimic gravestones and were beautifully embroidered. 6. The Mind Ship Exodus by Muhannad Shono. Muhannad Shono describes his new work as you take one idea and keep following it, keep moving it up. The Lost Path in Desert X by the Riyadh artist demonstrates his mastery of working at scale. Al-Ula, a slender snake-like line of shiny black coils, was one of the festival's highlights the previous year. He reacts to the enormous scale of the warehouses that make up the GAX district for Noor Riyadh. The burning bush encounter that Moses had, which Shono perceives as hallucinogenic experience, served as the inspirations for Mind Ship Exodus. Red lights are projected onto the approximately 37,000 kilograms of shredded steel wire that make up the installations, creating a visceral, almost terrifying image. 5. Searching for Darkness by Rashed Al-Sashai. This elegant artwork charmed nearly every critic who visited it at the Light Upon Light exhibition. 7 vertical light spirals that were animated on rotors to create dancing swirling columns of light make up the piece Searching for Darkness. The light in the room were completely dark and they were all moving at different speeds. The end product, according to the Saudi artist, related to the idea that the galaxy is creating in the shape of a spiral and was completely joyous, drawing smiles and laughter from those entering the room. 4. Glowing Nature by Don Rosengard. The Dutch Rosengart studio, which bridges sustainability and design, created an experience for visitors that is lit only by phosphorescent microorganisms that light up as stress response. The studio, run by Dutch artist Noor Riyadh, covered a plastic sheet with a watery floor on which the floating organisms are submerged. This causes the life form to be disturbed and light up when people walk across it. Visitors can shake rows of glass bottles filled with a species across the space to awaken them. As you awaken the organisms from their contented invincibility, you feel both admirations for the creatures and a tiny bit of guilt. 3. Mitochondria Powerhouses by Ahmed Mater. This work is not for persons who have become numb through self-isolations or lockdown and are now likely to jump at a sound as commonplace as a knock on the door. The King Abdullah Finance Center's intervention by Ahmed Mater is a rare piece of art that merits the art speak term intervention. It consists of a large circle of sand that is fenced off from the public and has awkward sculptures that simulate stones twisted into their proper positions. The scene looks serene, if strange, and then zap. Massive light bulbs shoot out from central metal rod and land on the buildings while buzzing through the air. The scene then returns to normal, perhaps less so for your blood pressure. The artist claims that the piece is related to the profound changes Saudi society has seen since the discovery of oil and was motivated by the desert phenomenon that creates the twisted sculptures on display. 2. Scholar by Christopher Powder and Kangding Ray. Scholar, a 38-minute sequence by Christopher Powder and Kangding Ray, is a combination of synchronized colored lights, moving mirrors, and a soundscape of multi-channel electronic music. It is hidden away in the Riyadh Front Mall. The piece, created by a French musician and a German artist, has toured to many other cities and is presented here in a specially designed setting. According to the exhibition's organizers, guests have been spending time in the high-ceiling room in a contemplative state. 1. The Sun Again video projection by Mohammed Al-Faraj. A bifurcation that was hinted at throughout the show is highlighted in this video. Older artists like Ernst Fischer, Sultan bin Fahad, and Maha Malou teased the concept of memento mori, or art, as a reminder of one's mortality into the light. However, contemporary artists like Zidani, Sarah Abu Abdallah, and Al-Faraj put more emphasis on light as an aspect of a fragile and stressed out ecosystem. A woman wearing an abaya wanders across reed and palm palms in Saudi artist Mohammed Al-Faraj's video as the sun sets over her head. The coloration lends the scenes a harsh tone, making the environment's dryness and heat practically palpable. This makes the world's delayed response seem even more despicable. Alright guys, that wraps up our list of impressive luxury design art pieces in Saudi Arabia. We would love to know your favorite pieces on this list in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.